listening to the Fox and Raven podcast.
Welcome to the Fox and Raven podcast. I'm KOS, the King of Sorrow, aka Fox, and to the right of me, on the side of me, is J Tune, aka Raven. What's up, Tune?
What's going on, man? So, what do we say? To the right of us, to the side of us? Well, we got a couple more people.
We got the
bottom.
We got the Brady Bunch shit going on down here.
The Brady Bunch. So yeah, man, we could start with who's more familiar here. We'll start with Meagan at the bottom here. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us a little something about yourself, who you are, what you do.
Okay, this isn't school, is it? It's MeaganMercuric. What's up, guys?
You do have to raise your hand when you want to speak, though, from here on forward.
Okay. Everybody's like.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Meagan at the bottom, and then who is the other lovely female over there? What's up, girl?
Hello, Vr0nika.
Hey, how you doing? All right.
So, man, what's on the agenda for today, man?
Pretty much, I guess another round of whatever we was talking about last time. I think somebody found it interesting about what we were speaking about, so we wanted to ask her to join the podcast so we can get her opinion on it.
Yeah, so we last podcast we talked about a little thing going on for those that didn't listen. Just to recap, we talked about a model that was going into their followers' DMs to try to catch their dudes cheating. Hey.
Y'all ghetto as hell. Tell your damn kids to go in the other room while we doing
this.
Right. So yeah, loosely with no disrespect, I threw around these bitches this, these bitches that. So we wanted to get kind of a female perspective. When I say bitch, I don't mean the female gender as a whole. I just mean specific bitches. But we wanted to get
I call bitches.
We just wanted to get a female perspective of some of these issues and some of this drama that goes on, especially in the internet, because everything is all about for streamers. You got the titty streamer thing, you got the things with models. These girls only get followers because they're half naked, bunch of stuff like that. So besides two dudes who always give our opinion on everything, we wanted to get the other side of it as well to see if if females agree with us also.
Let's get to the meat. You heard what we was talking about last time. What's your opinion on setting up your dude with some girl in the DM, a model, whoever she may be? And what's your opinion about that shit? Wouldn't that be considered like you don't trust him any damn way, or?
Yeah, like I think that's insane. Honestly, I think that's like psycho right there, just doing something like that.
Is that?
I don't believe in that stuff. Like, if you don't trust him, like that's not a game. To get somebody to get his DMs.
I feel like that's a waste of time. It's like that's too much. That's too much for me. It's a waste of damn time. To if you don't trust him, you don't trust him. What is all the extra sneaky game shit about? I don't get it.
Yeah, that's like an invitation to cheat.
Yeah.
It would be an invitation to cheat. I mean, don't you feel like if you reach the point of I think he's cheating, wouldn't you just rather be like, hey, I mean, we all do investigations and shit, to make sure that your opinion is right. But damn, how much investigating you got to do to hit somebody up, ask them to do you a favor, talk to my guy so I can see that he's cheating on me. As a man, we wouldn't do that shit. We wouldn't be like, oh, hey, Tune, I want you to hit up Meagan. I want you to hit Meagan up. Say that you interested, whatever. And figure out if she cheating on me, man. Get back at me when you figure that shit out. All right.
Right. Yeah, man. I mean, go ahead.
It's definitely crossing some lines there.
I feel like you should just talk to your partner. Like, if they like this person or they think they're attractive, like, that's fine. Like, I just feel like you should be talking about it. Like, do you feel like you need to cheat on me? It's like something going on in the relationship. Like, is something wrong?
I just want to know what stupid motherfucker thinks some random model with 1 million followers is going to be all up in their DM out the blue. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. He real full of himself after that shit. Like, I don't need you, bitch. It's like when, like that episode of Fresh Prince when Jeffrey thinks he won the lottery and he just shits on everybody, but it was a fake ticket. They're like, oh, look who's in my DMs. I don't need you, bitch. You know what I mean?
But I would figure, what makes you think that you're so interesting? Like Toon just said, that a model with 1 million followers is going to hit you up, and you working at Burger King. You working at Burger King, flipping burgers and shit. And you barely could get your shit supersized.
Chicken nuggets.
Yeah. Chicken nuggies is still cold on the way home, all kind of shit. Right. And you want to sit and be like, yeah, this girl hit me up, you bragging and shit. Like, what is that shit? But I still don't understand. Like, all right, well, I don't understand like going all the way out there to do the shit. I don't get. Maybe I just don't get it. I can't put it together because I can't get that. I maybe in this age that we are in, you know, we think that it's too much to put together. You know, that's too much plotting and planning. There's a lot of energy going into that instead of fixing your relationship. If you think that there's something wrong with it, why not fix it instead of trying to make it worse? If you want to leave the dude, just leave the dude. If you want to leave the chick, leave the chick.
I mean, I'm wondering like how the conversation is going. Like, is the model going into the DMs and saying like, "Oh, I like you" or something, or is it just like, "Hey," and he responds, and then the girlfriend gets mad because he responds at all?
Right. Like, what is the what? How far does it get before you consider it cheating?
Yeah. So
I don't consider it cheating at all. I mean, it's just online. It's not like he's meeting up with her or something like that.
Yeah, because do you know, Toon, like, do they break down like how far along the conversation is going, pictures being exchanged or something?
Honestly, I didn't look too much into the article. My thing, the reason that I brought it up last podcast is because I made a comment on the post that was like, oh, if a girl's going to do that, you know, like she deserves to be cheated on. If you're going to not trust me, I'm going to give you a reason not to trust me. And then everybody was all, you know, like, oh, what a hero. All these females getting super mad. Oh, do you know the percentage of men that cheat? That's why things happen like that. One girl said if he was honest and he wouldn't mind being tested. It's like what? I'm going to look at that as a fucking gift and walk up to you and be like, oh, babe, thank you for making sure that I'm loyal. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. That's the shit you said last time. Yeah, if he's honest, he wouldn't mind being tested. What the fuck is this? We're in school, we little kids and shit. We're getting tested every week on loyalty and shit. Like, isn't that the key thing about loyalty? It's supposed to be some trust and respect behind that, right? Yeah, supposed to have some kind of trust and respect behind that shit. I mean,
honestly, I hear of more women actually cheating than men now. And that's just my personal experience. The women that I know, and
my thing is when, you know, if I've never cheated, don't put me in a category with a bunch of people that have. That's like, it's like with the police issue right now. That's like a cop saying, well, you know how many black people commit crimes, and then, you know, KOS over there ain't committed no crime, but he gets pulled over and harassed for it. It's the same shit. It's you're grouping, you're categorizing as prejudice, whatever. It's like if start dating females, then if men cheat so damn much.
I wouldn't say all that.
Trauma is ruin your now relationships.
So you would say what?
I wouldn't say all that. I stole this book today at work.
Well, you one of the percentages fucking it up for everybody else, all right?
That's something else that's so bad, is that like men get no credit anymore. It's like all about women. It's all like this feminist thing. And I understand, but that doesn't mean put men down for being a man. Like, they can't help that either. Just like you can't help skin color, you can't help, you know, how you are. I just think that's insane.
And that's true. And it's the same from the other point of view, that the dudes have become an embarrassment. Like the simping and the shit that they say, the thirstiness, it's almost embarrassing to be a guy.
Yeah, and then I also agree with what Meagan said too about, you know, it's like, oh, you in the DMs and shit, and you just talking shit, you flirting and shit. It's like she said, if you take it to the next level, then I understand. You know, it's like, because that's silly shit to me. I mean, like we said, everybody's different in their relationship. Some people you can't put hearts and shit. My ex. Some people can't put hearts and shit under comments and shit like that. You get all mad. But some people you can. They don't give a fuck. It's just the internet. Like, that's how I feel. It's like it's the fucking internet. You ain't meeting up with these damn people. You ain't fucking them. So it's like, some people take that shit to the head though. You know, like you remember our conversations too. You let's say you in a relationship and then you put some hearts and comments to your damn significant other will be like, oh, you cheating on me and shit. You be like, a fucking heart and smiley face means that I'm cheating on you. What the fuck?
Especially now with the internet being so like pretty much you have to take everything on the internet at face value in the terms that everything that's posted online means a lot less than what it actually is. It's like let's say you like something, you like a picture, right? Let's take Facebook for example. You can leave a thumbs up or you can leave a heart. If it's something that you like more, typically people leave a heart instead of a thumbs up. Or if it's meaningful, they'll leave the little smiley, huggy face with the heart on it. It's like, it's one of those things where the stuff doesn't mean what it used to mean. And some people are still stuck in certain states of mind. So it's different, you know, if you're like, okay, there's one specific person, every single thing that they post, you're commenting on with intention, or you're just doing it to be supportive. You know what I mean? There's like a difference, and everything that you see online is a lot more watered down than it is, but it's made to be overhyped. And that's how all the arguments and the drama and all that shit starts online. Is it's all meaningless. It's all in fucking in cloud space. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't hold any weight in real life.
Yeah, it's all I guess just all the way that the world revolves around social media. I guess nowadays is what you're saying, pretty much. It does. It all depends on how the other person thinks. You know, because that's what I'm saying. That's why I mentioned like my ex a long time ago broke up over some stupid shit. Like, oh, you like this girl picture, and like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, I liked it. You said this comment. You know that you know how I am, girl. I say whatever the fuck I want to say. I say what I like. You can't mute this, baby. You know what the fuck you was getting into, baby.
Right? It's like you leaving those comments on her pictures are what got her there in the first place.
Yeah, that's how I got the draws in the first place, baby. You know how we ain't wrapped too tight, baby. I don't get down like that. I don't understand about respecting someone's opinion. That's not what I'm saying. I understand about that. You feel like I'm hurting you by doing something. Okay, I respect. I won't do it. That's just respecting how they feel. I get that. But don't be, if it was the way we was joking and shit, how I met you, and now you got a problem by the way that I joke after we done got together. That don't make any fucking sense. Like a girl being a stripper. She was a stripper when you met her, and then you get mad that she's still stripping. Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? That's what she was doing when you met her. It's like, what is the point? What do you? Oh, I don't want guys looking at you, nigga. You was looking at her when you met. What the fuck?
Exactly.
That's how you met her.
Exactly.
And we know people like that. That's why we mentioned it. It's just like some stupid shit. It's backwards. It's a backwards mentality to take away from somebody else. I understand about doing things like I said before with people respect, not to hurt them, and to build on your relationship. But don't try to change the person from how you met them and who they are. You develop together, not trying to change to fit your own little fucking weird ass fucking mind and shit.
Yeah.
Your own
like, he seems nice. I can change him.
Yeah, it's like, it's nothing wrong with respecting somebody else's opinion, but don't try to change them and build them in. They ain't no Build-A-Bear person and shit. They're not gonna. That's not that's not who you fell in love with, and that's not fair to the other person too.
And it also works both ways. I mean, there's compromise. Like if if you're a certain way and you want to develop a relationship with a person would have certain problems with aspects of your personality, you either adjust or just don't be with that person if it's not a good fit. You know what I mean?
You gotta adjust to one another, and give and take and all that kind of shit. We get it, whatever. But I wish a bitch would try to set me up.
Right, I'm getting your sister and your mama and your best friend.
It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me.
She tried to set me. I'm like, I knew she was sneaky when I met her ass. I'm gonna tell you right now, I knew she was sneaky when I met her. I knew she was. It was the accent. It threw me off. I knew she was sneaky when I met her.
That's another thing though that I've encountered online is a lot of people take it too far. Like they think that just because you're nice or like you're supporting them or something, like sometimes they can't distinguish what is support and what is liking them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Or like when you flirt in just a little bit to be nice and shit, and and they'll take it to the head and act like y'all going together online and shit.
I mean, especially being like an online face or personality. Yeah. When it's like like Twitch streaming. You know, if somebody comes into your Twitch stream, they're, you know, you're gonna be nice, you're gonna be over enthusiastic. They tip you money, they sub to you, you're gonna be excited about it, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, this bitch wants me. You know what I mean?
And it's like they'll try to give you more money, thinking that like that's the way to get you or something.
It's some down payments and shit. They trying to
Right.
Oh hell no! You know I just gave her 72 bits and she ain't hit me back today.
Right. I got that booty on layaway.
They'll want to play games with you, but they don't want anybody else to play the game with you.
Right.
It's like that overprotective weird thing. And it's like, why would you ever want to be with somebody like that?
That's weird. So you encountered somebody like that that's saying like, oh, you know, yeah, last week I seen you playing with John over there. What's that shit
Yes. And like anybody that would come into the group, they would just say like, well, I don't like people that make, you know, take my confidence as like weakness or something like that. I don't know. It was weird. I was like, you gotta go, dude. You have to go.
But that's actually, you brought up a good point. That's actually moving into our next conversation real quick. Is about the Twitch streamers. Me and Two was just talking about that. Now the comment I have to say is like, yes, you being a online personality. Yeah, I would figure that you're supposed to, you know, like flirt. I'm not saying it in the wrong way, like flirt. You're supposed to be friendly. You're supposed to flirt and try to get you some money. Yeah, that's what, not, you know, not like that, but like that, you know, that's what you want. You want people to sub and buy shit and shit like that. But it's the truth. I mean, fuck it. We all do too. We want people to like us and buy shit too. That's what you're supposed to do as an online personality. So I wonder, why do they take it to the head like that? I don't get it. Is it like a state of loneliness or some shit in their mind, or what the fuck is?
Because when you look at those kinds of people, like think about the kinds of people that subscribe to like a bunch of females like OnlyFans and shit, right?
Right.
When you look at people like that, like, okay, not all of them. Like there are some people that they just sign up for OnlyFans accounts because I mean, some of them even see it as support. Like, I like this person in this space. I'm gonna go look at the naked pictures and stuff like that. And some people just want to see it. But then some people, they take it too personal, where it's like somebody we know that we talked about has a system where they have a fee to pretend to be your girlfriend for a week. They make it super personal to the point where they make it super personal to the point where they're you know, the guys that pay for shit like that, they're not in the headspace to be by themselves. And then when you start giving them this extra attention where you're telling them good morning and that you love them every morning and shit from long distance, then it's then they're gonna feel a certain way because they don't know how to break off after that. They've already developed this personal connection because of the type of people they are. That's why they're reaching out for those kinds of things, is because it lacks and they yearn for it. So when they start getting a little bit of it, their mental can't distinguish the difference between fake and real, because the whole reason that it happens that way is because they want that feeling and they want that emotion and that want, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm laughing because it's like the more you explain it, the more ridiculous it sounds. It's like yeah, I'm paying you'll pay like $40 a month for her to say good morning to you or some shit like that. Man, if you don't record yourself in a high pitched voice and let that shit speak to yourself every day or some shit, if you don't,
I know, right? Pay for it one time.
They have like an altar of you in their like closet.
I know, right? Like Helga and Hey Arnold and shit, with bubble gum.
And then after that week, they just like cut them off completely. No.
Yeah, it's like they're like, yeah, I don't get paid till next week. Well, hit me back next week, motherfucker. And get some money. You know what I mean?
Know. Another thing I wanna ask the ladies here, because this is something that happens. This is something that happens to her, and I want the point of views. This is something that happens to her as a bartender.
Oh shit! Let me hear this.
Well, we talked about it before a little bit, but not really in depth. So, first, let me start off with you, KOS. We've been out. Yeah, we've been out. We've gone places, right? We'll talk to females. We'll get phone numbers. As a man, you will ask a woman for their phone number, right?
Yes, sir.
And when you hear, so you would expect a woman, let's say, now this isn't a sexist thing, just typically, stereotypically, I guess, women, you know, if they would, you know, write a little happy face on the receipt or leave their phone number on the receipt, that's something that's normal, right?
Right, as you know, as fine as I am, yeah, that happens.
So, so as women, my first question is: do you like a guy that's confident enough to ask you for your phone number?
I mean, I'd rather that. Like, I've had
I would say
guys
yeah.
not talk to me and leave their phone number on the receipt before.
That was the point I was getting to.
Yeah,
after.
So, wait, what
so,
she say? She said you. Wait. She said you rather a guy not talk to you and leave the phone number on the receipt.
No. I mean, I'd rather a guy give me their phone number like verbally, or like, you know, like try and make a connection, then give me their phone number, and then I'll turn him down. rather than him not say anything and then just leave his phone number on the receipt, which has happened multiple times.
Like to
Dr.
me,
Blue.
Right? Yes. And some dude didn't even put his name. He put Dr. Blue, and then left his phone number.
Like, I'm gonna hit him up. Hey, Dr. Blue.
and it's like.
So he's from Whoville. You got a fucking Dr. Seuss dude trying to hit on you.
or Reservoir Dogs, and he's, you know, gotta like.
What kind of doctor?
Dr. Blue.
You never talked to me. I don't know, but it's like
he's a gynecologist.
You're just lacking that confidence. It's like, even if I was single, like, no.
He's Dr. Blue Balls tonight because he fucking
Like, if I was in the dating scene, I would want them to be confident.
Yeah.
Especially if I thought they were attractive, I would want them to say something, you know. But if they were to just leave their phone number on the receipt, I'd be like, well, that's an easy way for me to get out of this and not ever talk to them.
Yeah.
And that's what brings me back to the embarrassment of being a male nowadays, where it's like this is almost turning into the norm, and this is like it's like let's say you go to a bar, like realistically, you go to a bar, you sit next to a woman. A lot of the times you're gonna have a woman like, oh, this motherfucker's gonna try to talk to me. I ain't got no fucking interest in talking to you whatsoever. Get off your high horse, you know what I mean, and get the fuck out of here. It's like, but that is like a thing now, and it's men's fault that women think that way, you know what I mean? And doing beta fucking shit like leaving your phone number and a smiley face on a fucking receipt is not a man thing to do, in my opinion.
That's a waitress thing. That's done.
Yeah, so that's like that would be a real total turnoff, right? They just like, oh, you know, he didn't approach you at all by having any kind of conversation, but he just left his number on the receipt because you were servicing his table, pretty much. He didn't my point is he didn't engage in any kind of conversation to let you know that he was interested at all. He just left his number and took off.
That would be a turn off, because it's like they're probably neglectful anyways.
Yeah,
if they won't even say anything.
Yeah, with something.
You want a man in a relationship, like
He says, yeah. So how many? You said that happens a lot. So it's happened all the time. Like you never get one that's just like ballsy enough to be like, hey, you know, what's up, girl?
I mean,
let me get their numbers out.
Here and there, of course, but I run into a lot more often. People just write their number on the receipt, and it's usually like older guys too. Like, the younger guys are a little bit more ballsy. You do get a few that are really shy, but yeah, it's like more older men that do that. I don't know, because maybe they don't feel like they have a chance, and that's the only way. And if I throw 100 numbers out there, one is gonna bite.
You know, yeah, I think that's what this probably is too. They're older and they scared of rejection. It's like, I'm too old to tell her for her to tell me no. Fuck this.
But at the same time, man, you would feel like people
being older, they would be more wiser too, something like that.
I mean, because think about like I don't know that much. So I haven't been in the dating realm for a long fucking time, but when it comes to like what the fuck? Sorry about that. When it comes to our generation, we did things a certain way. You know what I mean? And I feel like my father's generation, they did things a certain way, and I feel like nobody in between like our age and our parents' age would do some shit like that, but it happens. You know what I mean? I feel like that might be a new era kind of thing.
The internet has made people soft and shy, where they don't know how to interact with people face to face now.
And that's what makes
because they all just use Tinder. They all use Tinder.
Just swipe right, swipe left.
And that's what makes me think that the older people wouldn't do that, because they're less inclined to follow those new internet trends as to where somebody, you know, who's younger, who's involved in the internet and shit would do those things, and not somebody our age or older. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they scared. Like me and Toon, we talked about it before. It's like they scared to reject. I've been, believe it or not, ladies, I've been rejected big time.
But I never guessed.
But you know, I never let that stop me from getting no booty. I just never have. I've been getting ass all my life, all my little life, and I'm still getting it. And I'm still getting ass to this day. So you got to man up. You got to man the fuck up sometime.
But then that also goes. That also goes to.
Well, go ahead. Too.
I was gonna say that also goes with the point to, you know, the people writing their number and tossing it out a million times, hoping that one of them catches. It's like, you know, that concept also. Like with us, one of the things I noticed, if I look back at our career and our player cards, it was always about the chase. You know what I mean? It was about putting focus. It was about putting focus on one thing and getting that thing. It wasn't like, I'm just gonna go try and hit everything, because where's the fun in that? You know what I mean?
There's no fun in that. It's about the hunt, the chase. It's about, you know, and it's not about like the hunt just to hit it and then take off. That wasn't a thing. It was like, oh, I like her, I'm gonna get her. The more that I put the effort and energy in getting that thing that I do like, and that can be applied to anything in life when it comes to job, car, money, whatever. If you like something, you got to hunt for it. The hunt never stops. Don't stay hungry.
Now that's not to say that none of us have ever had those disappointing one night stands where you gotta go take a shower in the morning and shit.
And that's not saying, you know, that I ain't, you know, fucked up a lot. But I was just saying that the hunt is still real. But they forget that they don't have that anymore. Everything is handed to them. I mean, if you got we'll say millions, because I can't give a number. I don't know math like that. Toon do. So let's say you got millions of guys sitting on Instagram right now, and everything is given to them about like all kind of booties and shit. You just keep scrolling and what you want, OnlyFans and all that shit is given to them. Where's the hunt? There's not, if the food is given to you, you don't have to hunt for the shit. Everything is given to them.
And I think that's a big problem now.
So it applies to something like Veronica said. It applies to what she said. You go, if everything is given to you, and then so they get lazy. I'm gonna just write my number and slide it to her instead of saying, you know, there's no hunt.
Then women can't get mad. They can't get mad if a guy gets what they wanted and then leaves, because it was just so easily accessible already.
Exactly. It's like they make it. I'm not, you know, we're not bashing anybody that does their thing. I'm not bashing nobody. Everybody's got to hustle. Everybody's good at something, you know, whatever. Say, if you're shaking your ass is what you're good at, you shake your ass, girl. If drawing is what you're good at, you draw. If, you know, talking is what you're good at, you talk. But the point is, like you just said, if you make everything accessible, don't be mad when they actually, after everything opens up and people start going out and shit again. Don't be mad when all the guys are fucking weak now. They all soft now, you know. They don't have the passion, the tunnel vision or the passion to thrive for anything. There's nothing to thrive for.
And in all fairness,
like Tim said, back in our day, we had to go. You had to chase after Veronica, nigga. Like, you know, you had to actually put in work to talk to her. You know what I'm saying? So it was ambition, thrive, something to go for. Nowadays, there's none of that. There is none of that.
And just the unfortunate thing, though, is if you look at a female that, you know, doesn't participate in that, you know, where they're not just giving themselves away and, you know, exposing themselves and make it easy, then it's going to be as much, if not more of a challenge for her to get her needs met in that kind of, you know, environment. So because it's like when dudes can go get it so easily and because it's so accessible, I think it's harder to find those deeper connections nowadays than it used to be.
Mm-hmm. Internet has ruined relationships.
Yeah, they can find deeper connection now. They buying sex dolls and shit off of Amazon.
Exactly. And I was listening to this dude, man, and he sounded batshit
Amazon
crazy.
Prime.
Right.
Next day shipping.
I'm gonna have some pussy in 2 days for free shipping.
Next day shipping and shit. Got that Prime, boy.
Next day.
That flesh. I got a new fleshlight on the way.
Right. Yeah. Where's my girlfriend's in the mail. She'll be here in a couple of days.
Yeah. Shit.
All I need is my lungs to blow that motherfucker up.
Leave me alone, Mom. I'm busy.
Right.
I'm busy, Mom.
Mom, fuck.
Fuck. You ain't came out your room in 2 days. Don't worry about that. Go away, Mom.
I know. Don't worry about that.
You need some energy. You need something to eat.
I know.
But no, yeah, but that's good. Yeah, see, we appreciate this conversation because we want to hear different opinions instead of me and Toon arguing over our own. But that's good to have some. That's good to have opinions from some the women that's living in the now. I'd say the now watered down fucking generation. They call it Generation Z and all that shit. Nah, they what you say too? They softer than a fucking pinky toe in a bathtub.
And softer than a pinky toe in the bathtub.
I mean, a pinky toe in the bathtub. It's just sitting and marinating in the hot water, just soft. It's softer than a pinky toe. That shit is crazy. It really is. You even see men our age are like that because they've fallen into whatever everybody else is doing. I guess it's a trend after trend thing.
And it's good to fit. It's good to fit trends and work yourself into situations, but it's like you have to know which ones to follow and which ones to not.
And then when it comes to YouTube, Meagan, don't you stop doing what you're doing when it comes to Twitch streaming and stuff like that. If they don't want to fucking follow you no more because you don't want to apply by their rules, no, you make your own damn rules. How you want to talk to them, when you want to talk to them, and get that money, honey. Take it all.
And that's the point of being a streamer, though, is the whole concept behind being successful in that field is being your own boss. You know what I mean? And and that comes down to, I mean, because let's be real, bartending and jobs like that, you have, and her, she worked at a place where they didn't even want me to come in because they want her to appear single because that's how they make money. You know what I mean? Like your boyfriend can't be in here. You got to flirt, you got to this, you got to that.
But then they didn't want to pay for security.
But then they didn't want to pay for security. And she's by herself until 2 a.m. with a bunch of crazy ass drunk people.
Why don't they just let you act like a guy that's hitting on her?
Well, and that's funny though, is because I never advertised myself as her boyfriend when I was in there. So they only knew because she mentioned to him one day that I was her boyfriend. So it's like it's not like I came in there and was I saw flirting going on because that's what happens. That's what you do. That's how you make your tip money. I'm not tripping about that shit.
Good job.
But it's like when you fucking, then the boss will be like, oh, well, you can't be in here. Now, if I come in, if it's fucking a bunch of drunk ass, crazy ass people at a fucking dive bar at 2 a.m. and you guys have no security when she's trying to leave, it's like.
Which I needed because somebody followed me to my car one day.
Yeah, somebody tried to come at her with a knife behind somebody tried to come behind her bar one time and she had to get him off with a knife or back him off with a knife.
Yeah, see, now that's that bullshit. But we understand that that's smart. Yeah, you at a bar, you placing or whatever, even if whatever. But that was smart. What you did, though, is be in the cut. Just make sure everything go right. You don't give a damn if you got to be secure in yourself. Like you don't.
I'm just trying to get a couple free drinks, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he could be egging them on, like, "Hey, dude, she's really hot. Like, you should go, like, tip her, get a drink."
Yeah. Hey,
so leave her an extra $10.
Hey, Toon, I don't know if you ever did this, but you should have played it off real smooth. Like, you know what? I bet you I could get a kiss from her ass right now. You want to bet? And bet some money and get the money on her. That would have been some
everybody up in there trying to get kisses.
I think I did that to somebody. Didn't I? I did that to somebody at the gym. I said I was gonna go grab her ass or something. I walked over there and grabbed her ass, and then I told her about it later.
I was like, "What the hell?"
That's a good hustle. You can
go over there and grab her ass. She ain't gonna do shit. Watch.
Yeah, I don't be playing with Meagan. She can have all 72 of my dollars. She fine, girl. You can have all the money. Girl. All 72. Sprinkle that money on you, girl. You can have all that, girl. But that's good though. We definitely want to have another what? But we said a battle or something too. We're gonna do.
Oh yeah. We're gonna find some hot topics and we're gonna do a males versus females little debate. So we'll give you guys We'll give you guys the topics later on, like ahead of time before the podcast. Though, get your conversations and your rebuttals and your arguments ready.
Yeah, and then once we put everything together a little bit more, we want to do one with shots. So everybody
down with that.
Yes.
I got Hennessy in the freezer right now.
I drank all my vodka.
You drink, Meagan? You drink?
Yeah.
Oh, so there we go.
Figure out what to do shots with.
Yeah. We gonna do that one time, but we gonna do it in a versus. We gonna have to keep a poll or a tally of like what goes where. You know what? You can edit it up like that though too, huh? You have it pop up, bing.
Yeah.
Bing.
Have little point systems on there and everything. Yeah, I can do all that.
Yeah, we'll hook it up.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a good one, man. It's gonna be good.
That's gonna be a real good one. We got to think of some good questions. And if y'all come up with some good questions or some shit you want to surprise us with, that's even better because it'll make it more fun. There's some more spontaneity.
So, like, how are we doing the shots? Like, if you miss a question,
that's what I'm talking about. Like, she a drinker. She went straight to the drink question. Yeah.
When you answer a question, you drink.
Hey, right, I told you too. I told you we're gonna get married one day. I told you we're gonna get married. I told you. She went straight to the drinking question.
But yeah, we'll work all of that off. We'll work it all out off stream.
Yeah, we'll work that out because we got to really plan it out. It's almost like I would figure it's almost like, you know, how you watch a movie and be like, every time they say take a shot, or every time he says bye, take a shot.
Well, but since we're making it competitive, it'll be like a lightning round kind of. Whoever doesn't answer, whoever got the better answer, will have somebody be a mediator between like two people back and forth or something. We'll figure it out. We'll get a whole little structure,
like Cards Against Humanity style.
Yeah, we'll do it. It's gonna be fun. We'll think of something real fun to do and set it up.
Even doing that shit, like some little Cards Against Humanity streams with drinking, I think that shit would be fun too.
The little game we have to. You think we could? Yeah, we could still play that over.
You could, but
it would have to have our own.
It would be difficult. I just mean something along the lines of doing that, not specifically that card game.
Yeah.
We'll come up with some ideas. We'll talk about it. You know, me and you brainstorm. We'll get a bunch of shit.
Hey, and before she get off, I was like, "What the fuck is that behind her? It's a moon man."
Yeah, this is my new background. This is my new background.
I was like, "Where the fuck is she at?" Somebody just standing there and shit.
Somebody creeping.
Is she in the middle of the desert and shit?
I said, "How'd you get?" She's sitting in the chair getting a good ass signal with a nigga just standing over her shoulder. I'm like, damn.
That's how she's getting the signal. He back there with the
I'm
hotspot.
right by the satellite.
Yeah.
He got the router and shit. The router in the background, just holding it up. All right,
is the router
on his back? But all right. So that was pretty good. We can't wait to do another one. We're reaching the end of our little stuff. We don't want to make it too long. It'd be boring. Because, you know, tunes start making y'all go to sleep. I don't understand. All right. So you ready to end it, Tune? Good?
Yeah, man, we're good. Make sure everybody go to Fox and Raven ENT on IG. Check out foxandravent.com for the rest of the winter. Use a code AF for 10% off your entire order.
Check out Me Stream too. Check her all her Instagram and IG and whatever else. What else you got, girl? You got to promote your shit.
I got a Twitter. Just look up my name. It's the same on all platforms.
And then you check out Vr0nika's stuff with the alien bones, alien underscore bones with a Z, not an S.
And I have everybody's in the description. I'll have everybody linked in the YouTube video. I have all the links directly to everybody's pages and all that too.
All right. And then, as always, stay sly as a fox.
And fly as a raven.